The Tampa Volleyball family would like to recognize our honorable mayor for the courageous battle against cancer. Would Kelly Dillon and Eva please come forward? Presenting flowers to Kelly Dillon is Kate Dillon, junior pinhitter for the Spartans. Presenting flowers to Eli's Megan Trevor, freshman pinhitter for the Spartans. And now to perform the Tampa Volleyball for Sherman, cancer survivor Kelly Dillon, mother of Kelly Dillon. Looks like a service is to me. Thank you so much, Captain. Now we ask that you please remain standing. Now we ask that you please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Here are tonight's highlights, beginning with the local Southeastern Sharks, who have a record of 12-8. First, the Shark reserves number 2, Aya Paisley. Number 6, Whitney Landrum. Number 7, Taylor Stockton. Number 8, Billy Smith. Number 10, Kiki Pope. Number 11, Elizabeth Price. Number 12, David Pike. Number 13, Amanda Hall. Number 15, Julia Roberts. Number 18, Ellen Pitch. Number 20, Jordan Avila. Number 23, Julia McNeil. And now the Shark starters. A junior from Monument, Colorado, number 3, Alina Canada. A freshman from Hudson, Ohio, number 4, Jordan Chester. A freshman from Brunswick, Ohio, number 8, number 5, Kate Massimo. A sophomore from Montego, Florida, number 9, Madison Cook. A freshman from Chattanooga, Tennessee, number 17, Presley Brooksman. A freshman from Chattanooga, Florida, number 22, Lee Mania. Assisted by Mike. And now, here are your University of Tampa Spartans. First is
And we are live at the Bob Martinez Center. It's been over a month, but Spartan Volleyball has come home. Quite a few fans in the stands tonight. I'm joined by Brandon Davis. And Brandon, you're excited to be back in the commentary booth, aren't you?
It's good to be back, Taylor. It's good to be back after a year of not commentating volleyball. It's good to be back alongside you and back at the helm. So we have volleyball here. The Southeastern crossover, the Tampa Spartans, they went 3-0 against some nice, intense teams. So they come back to Tampa, excited in front of their fans, and they're ready to get things rolling.
It'll be a tough match tonight between your number 8 ranked Tampa Spartans and the Nova Southeastern Sharks. Nova enters this game on the road with a 12-8 record. Tampa has a 17-2 record. Another great start for the defending national champs. And it'll be Nova leading off this first serve. And we are underway. Oh, just a misplay there by Callie Kors. A rare one, too. Nova takes a 1-0 lead.
So Callie switches her position now. Goes into that outside hitter into the outside hitter position.
And now ready on the second serve. And Tampa, a little shaky. 2 service aces in a row for Nova Southeastern off misplays from Kors and Perez. And those are 2 of the stronger Spartans this year, so rare to see those errors, but you'd rather have a couple errors early than late in a game. And let's see if Tampa can respond. Here's Perez up to Seput. And Perez gets one back.
Nice. Natalie Perez has definitely came out of the gutter and has shined this season, as you previously stated. Natalie Perez, another one has come off the bench last year. Didn't get that much playing time, but now she's starting now. What are your thoughts about her performance this season?
So far, I think she's been a key piece of this team's success. Callie Kors has had another incredible year as Nova takes a 3-1 lead on that point. But Natalie Perez has been there as one of the team's top contributors alongside Dufresne and Haley Dillon. It's usually been one of those 3 also performing well to spur Tampa onto victory.
Yes.
But you also have to be careful because Nova is a team that has had Tampa's number, and tonight they've got to jump 3-1 lead. But make it 3-2 off the kill for the Spartans.
Stranger on that play, the breakout freshman from Louisville, Kentucky. It doesn't get better than that, Taylor.
Claudia Rivera on the serve and a 3-2 gap. And indeed, a great play from Strenger. She's also had a very solid year, working her way into the starting 6 for tonight. A good block by Perez, defense. And it gets down. It's a 3-3 game, and I've always said this team is a team that always has a slow start. In the early sets, they might go down by a point or 2 as they get in momentum. But when this team generates momentum, they are really, really hard to stop. And it's going to be up to Nova to get in the way here off this Rivera serve.
Nice reaction by Natalie Perez. Comes back, and there's Nova Southeastern. Stranger saves it. Dufresne taps it over.
Great recovery there from the Spartans. This one's going to get down, though, and Nova retakes the lead.
So it looks like early, like you were saying before, Tampa needs to have a little bit better communication. They start out a little bit slower now. It's not as similar as it was last year, as they got out of the gate early more. But now this season, you're seeing a little bit more slower start now. But as you can see, Claudia Rivera is still at the helm, so we'll see if her leadership can continue more Tampa wins, as they just had to serve right there, and a nice kill by Callie Kors.
And as good as Claudia Rivera is, I'll always mention how she's one of the greatest liberos, arguably the second greatest libero in Tampa history.
Not everything runs. We have a record watch.
Of course, yeah, we do have that record watch. I'll get to that a little bit later, but the offense can also work through everyone else. We got to see that previous kill by Schrenger and Seput, who leads the team in assists, and Tampa gets their first lead of the night off that attacking error. But yeah, great plays overall from everyone of the Spartans. And that time, it was smart defense to let it sail out of bounds.
Defense is going to be the key here, folks, as Emily Knoll serves it up.
That's a big block at the line for Schrenger and Dufresne. Dufresne entered this game in total blocks as the team leader, and I think she'll have half a block added to that tally. 6-4, Spartan lead.
Ooh, potential violation right there, but ref continues it. Knoll tried to save it, but the Spartans could not execute on that play.
Great initial reaction from No, and Dylan did her best because there's even less of a reaction time for her on that play, and they can't keep it back up. But they do keep a lead 6-5 early in the first set. And by the way, as this one just gets down, Nova will tie it back up.
You were saying?
Nova will tie it back up as this one gets down. But taking a look around, we see other sports teams of Tampa pouring in. We've already mentioned the swim team that at the start of the game, I think it dressed up for the very big cold front going through Tampa.
Yeah.
So, however, it's pretty warm inside the Bob, and especially as we'll have another volleyball game here tomorrow night, we encourage fans to come out and cheer on your Spartans, who have taken a 7-6 lead.
This game is neck and neck right here, folks. We got a good one here as Nova Southeastern, currently number 6 ranked in the SEC Conference, is trying to increase their ranking against the number 3 Tampa Spartans. Stranger, the freshman, with the serve.
Good job by Schrenger. Now here's Nova.
Callie Kors, a good defense. The Spartans again.
Nope, it didn't go off of a Nova player, unfortunately.
You get so excited in these type of situations. You just don't know what's going on sometimes as the refs. They kind of delay the play. But
and that's what's always tough as well. When you see a play, you hear the crowd reaction, you get sucked in. I've had it happen over a dozen times this year. And for the Spartans, they now have to fight back from the 7-7 tie.
Wow.
They'll do just that.
Callie Kors again. I think you were saying before we even aired that she averages at least 10 kills a game. Wow.
And Kors on the season, 196 kills. She is close to 200. That's 197 on the year for her. And Tampa regains the serve with that.
Keeping it alive here. Good communication by the Spartans. Callie Kors goes up again. Nice precision tap over. Good defense by the Spartans as Tatiana Leones comes in the sub and contributes immediately. Spartans up 9-7.
Huge block for the Spartans, and they are incredible at defense at the front of the net. We were discussing how the team lost one of its better players at the net in Taylor Fossler last year, but you couldn't really tell because this is a team that's done even better at blocks, and now they take a 10-7 lead.
And speaking of the blocking position, you know, the Tampa Spartans, they lost Taylor Foster, who was an impeccable athlete last season. Now they have the leadership of Mackenzie Dufresne coming in, Tatiana Leon stepping up, and now we're seeing more people step up and fill that position. And you're seeing it now with the Tampa Spartans.
Yep, and Dufresne's has been great, but unfortunately, I think she got the commentator's curse right when you were mentioning her. She had a service error, but so far, a good start for Dufresne. with a block already, and I imagine she'll have even more. And this time it's Haley Dillon, a second kill, 11-8. Just taking a look at the replay, a great hit right there to evade the block. And Nova Southeastern has definitely been a team the Spartans need to watch out for. We'll go into that a little bit more later, but for now, Tampa has looked good.
They seem to got their pace and their flow, as I just jinxed it again. But nevertheless, the Spartans, they look in pretty good shape right now. Nova Southeastern seems to be chasing their tail a little bit as they are down by 2.
The last few games between these teams have always gone more than 3 sets. So you can definitely expect a long one here. Tampa's a team that likes to finish people off in 3, but Nova Southeastern is a team that will come back and fight even harder when they go down. It's up to the Spartans to go even more.
Great save by Rivera. Perez. Wow, great communication by the Sharks. Leones goes up, hits it right to Anilio. Great save by the Spartans. Ball is being batted around here, folks. Ball goes over.
Nova will now regain possession. That one goes wide, and Tampa is now leading 12-9.
A great possession there by both teams, but a failed execution to get that get that kill, as Tampa Spartans get yet another point as Kylie Kors serves it here, folks.
And that's a huge kill down the middle. It's 12-10. And
Olivia Anayo on that play coming in, a 6'1" freshman out of Tampa, Tarpon Springs, Florida. I believe that's right near St. Pete. So she's a local native here, folks, as you're watching her. Hopefully you're watching from home. You might know her name. She's making a name in this match right now.
Ramirez barely keeps it alive. Perez gets to the bench. Sails wide, and it is going to go off a Spartan, though. That's the ruling. 12-11 now. And even more people are filling out the Bob Martinez Center tonight, and we hope you all come out tomorrow night, too. Tampa is going to have a big game against Lynn. Of course, tonight we're also here celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We'll go into that a little more later as Nova is back level. 12-12.
Like you said again, Taylor, the Tampa men's swimming team dressed in 25 layers. They got 12 layers down now as we have 12 points, showing great sportsmanship and support for their team.
13-12 on that service error, the first one of the game for Nova Southeastern. And Tampa, despite a couple, service errors trying to defend against those early kills from Nova, have been very clinical tonight, already with a 400 hit percentage. That's really good.
Really good. Great defense and great collaboration by Natalie Perez and Mackenzie Dufresne, who just came in for Tatiana Leones.
I do unfortunately have to stop you there. That was Tess Schrenger on the block with Perez. But still, great work there from Schrenger. That's another block for her. And she's already leading the team, but this time it's an attacking error. Now, Tampa recovering off the Nova serve.
Great save. Oh, but they're going to give a point to the Sharks as the ball just hit the ground, and J.J. Ramirez was just too late on that play.
Yeah, just, I think, unlucky for the Spartans. They almost kept it up with a good dig, but it gets down, and this time the attack goes wide, and Nova has now gone all the way back to reclaim the lead. A real back-and-forth affair here.
Stranger still trying to get the flow in the game here. Taps it up. Dufresne goes up. Great save by Rivera. Stranger again. Good defense by the Sharks. And the ball just goes out, and it will be a point for the Spartans.
Nova was hoping they painted that corner, but they did not.
I thought that the possession was going to be dead, but Claudia Rivera came out of nowhere and filled in that gap and saved the possession.
And that's the Rivera effect. And a lot of Spartans have been able to give a lot of digs tonight. Seput leads the team with 3, as now Rivera sets it up.
Wow, a great kill by Stranger. By the way, did you see Stranger's half-court shot during Midnight Madness? We haven't seen Midnight Madness in over 3 years. It's been since COVID. But Stranger hit a nice half-court shot, first attempt, and nobody else hit it. Great publicity for Stranger, as she is doing a great job here in this game.
And a huge block at the line. Dufresne and Dillon working together. And you can see it all the way around. Every Spartan can do things on and off. And for now, we'll have to take a quick break as Nova uses their first timeout. We'll be right back with more Spartan Volleyball on the Tampa Spartans TV.
I pledged.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Exactly. So now I have to, you see me doing this, right? Yep. I can't really hear you. It's all this stuff.
And we're back at the Bob Martinez Center. Nova have taken a timeout, 17-15, Spartans lead. And here's the serve from Emily No. This one, I think stayed in. It did. And that's a point for Nova Southeastern.
Here is a serve by Mihajlovic, just out for the Spartans. As the Spartans keep getting lucky and luckier, the Sharks keep giving them unforced errors.
I'd keep saying that it's not as much luck and more discipline and skill from the Spartans, because they're able to read those plays and work together to let those balls go out. But the Spartans have also been on the other side of that too from time to time.
I think that's a worthy inclusion, Taylor.
This one gets down, and a good attempt from Dillon. Goes out of play, 18-17. By the way, Tampa had a little hiccup in the road with 2 recent losses, but as we had earlier mentioned, they went to the South Region crossover. They won 9 out of the 10 sets there, getting 3 crucial wins to get back on track. And Brandon, how important do you think it is having a mid-season tournament like that and going out there to get all 3 wins?
I think it's immensely difficult. You have to be on the road. You have to make sure your diet's in check. You have to make sure you have a nice amount of sleep and make sure you check in on time. It's all about discipline, like you just said. So, but also on the positive note, it's very, very exciting to go to a different state and travel and versus a different team. So it ignites another motivation in yourself to want to go out there and do the sport and do and execute what you love to do. So to answer your question, it's immensely difficult, but it's beneficial.
And you know what that can do? It can help get this team to get refocused, and getting all that game time can help generate a run like this that has forced Nova to use their second and final timeout. What a play from Haley Dillon right here. We'll be headed to break on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. 21-17, a 3-0 run for your Tampa Spartans.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create And the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Because I did a lot of baseball and stuff, I've gotten more used to sort of the stop-go motion of volleyball.
Softball's fast. Depends on baseball.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you have more balls than playing softball. That's why. Yeah, baseball, a lot more free throw outcome. We're back at the Bob Martinez Center. And now, here come the Spartans, 21-17 on the serve. Good play by Schrenger.
Oh, but Stranger could not recover there, as she kind of had poor positioning. But she recounts with her teammates. She knows the assignment. Now she's going to do better with that.
I think it was just a great block there by Nova Southeastern. Positioned well, and they got it in a hard place for anyone in the reach. Even Rivera, one of the greatest liberos to ever wear a Spartan uniform, would have been hard for her. And Tampa immediately gets a service error and back to a 4-point lead. Claudia Rivera, by the way, relatively quiet first set, more being able just to help alongside the rest of her teammates. Only one dig and one assist. But we know she always has that game-changing ability. And now she sets up an attack.
Whoa, Natalie Perez with the kill. Oh, my God. I'm trying to catch my breath because that was explosive. Avery Paya, cannot contain that serve at all.
I feel bad because I think it hit Piet right in the face, but the good news is she's still on the court, and she helps try to set up that attack, and it does work. Nova gets a point to make it 23-19, but I think when she takes a breather, she might ask for her ice pack for a second. We mentioned Scott Sterling last year, and that was another one of those types of plays. Putting your body on the line for the team, you'll love to see it as a Nova fan.
Well, as a Tampa Spartan, Natalie Perez, coming from Honduras, assimilates into this culture so immensely and so easily. She is a Honduran warrior. She is just immense. She is so gifted that I'm speechless sometimes because that kill was just crazy.
Incredible kill right there.
Incredible kill.
But sadly, the commentator's curse struck again on the attacking error.
I think it's just me, Taylor.
I think it is, unfortunately. But anyway, Perez has had a great night. 2 kills so far and almost had a third.
Lyons gets it in.
Lyons has had a great night as well. A little bit quiet so far, but gets her first kill on the second attack. And now we've got set point number 1. Spartans 24-20. And they will do it on an ace. It is 25-20. The Spartans take an important first set. And we'll take a quick break as they switch sides. We'll be back with more here at the University of Tampa.
NCAA Division II. ours. In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
I don't even know if I'm offended. Like, I don't even know. About what? Now, like, some guy, like, saw them on my story, and he was like, he had, like, all this slang. Like, the slang you wouldn't even understand. And I'm trying to, like, depict it. But I can't understand the slang.
Tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Should be getting free food.
Yep. And we're back at the Bob Martinez Center. And by the way, the swim team has come out in full force tonight to support.
Here's the thing you mentioned. You mentioned this off the air, but Claudia Rivera, in one of her last matches, she said she actually sat out the entire third set as the Spartans won and they beat the opponent. Will we see that tonight? I don't know. Maybe it might be a little bit boastful. We don't know.
Well, all I'm going to say is look at the court right now.
She's on right now.
Rivera is on the court.
Will she shortly be subbed out? That's my question to you, Taylor.
I don't think so, because you know what? Nova's not a team you can count out. This was arguably one of Tampa's best sets of the year. A 25-10 victory is huge. But this is a Nova side that beat Tampa on the road. Last year, this team was known as the Road Warriors, undefeated away from home. This year, they've had 2 losses on the road. They're more of the homesteaders, having an undefeated stretch at home. Hopefully continues, and maybe off a huge point again by Natalie Perez.
You know what? That was their best set, because in the previous last matches they had 25-13, 25-12, but 25-10. Way to close it out with a 15-point differential.
It's Tampa back on the serve. And just stays in, and that is where you overthink it just a tiny bit. It's tied 1-1, and you could just look at the despair from Seput and Perez. We're just throwing the dice saying, hey, looks like it's going to go out. Nope, the spin keeps it in.
Well, the Spartans need to get together now, because this is a new set. The score is 0-0. It's not 2-0, it's 0-0. This is a new set. In order to win, they have to get this set and close it out. So they don't have enough points and enough time to spare.
Yep, and Nova, a good start here. Leading 2-1, they're back on the serve. This time gets down an ace.
That was a really, really beautiful serve. It definitely confused Kylie Kors a little bit. She misstepped, she misread it. But let's see if she can regain her footing. Good call by Claudia Rivera. Always has the best intuition.
Yep, great discipline there, as we've seen all year and throughout her entire tenure as a Spartan at 1701 digs, second all time. And unfortunately, I'd say it's impossible for her to get the 500 and the rest of this season to pass Sinibaldi. But still, what a legacy for Tampa's current libero. 4-2 off a strong point there from the Sharks.
Well, Julia Bernardez, a 6'2 freshman, coming from Florida, is definitely being more aggressive. Switching between that outside hitter to that middle blocker position, trying to help out her teammates, because this is the last set. It's do or die.
Bernardez has had a great night so far. Leads her team with 7 kills. This one gets down, and Nova take a 5-2 lead. Tampa off on the wrong foot here, and that's where you have to be careful. A 2-0 lead is the most dangerous in all of sports. You have to keep the pressure on, and you already mentioned this is a Tampa team that's slow, sometimes is slow out of the gate. Time to get back into it, but Nova will want to capitalize while they can.
Rivera. Perez. Bernardez hits it up. There's Rivera. Dufresne. Good recovery by the Sharks. Nice save by Price.
Nova keep it alive, and it goes out of play, and Tampa gets a point. A hard-fought point between both teams. And you really know these teams are rivals. The last couple years, Nova's been the only team to be able to best Tampa going back-to-back like that. I mean, they've had 2 victories in the span of 2 years against the Spartans. No other team in the nation can brag that.
Wow.
A big block there.
Oh, way to keep it alive for the Sharks. But the Spartans regroup. Here's Dillon. Wow, Haley Dillon.
Big play from Haley Dillon.
Big play. They didn't know what to do with that kill. The Spartans down by 1 now. The Sharks, as I previously mentioned, the Sharks have their first lead since the first set. So they're definitely trying to keep that lead, but I'm not too sure as they keep giving up these unforced serves. I'm not too sure if they can hold it for long because now it's 5 up.
Got to call that the reverse commentator curse.
Yep.
That time the commentator curse helped the Spartans. It's 5-all. Here's Emily No on the serve one more time.
No. Dufresne slips it right through Cambry Pope as she dives but cannot execute. And a great angle by Mackenzie Dufresne. And great leadership, by the way, by Claudia Rivera to set her up.
4-0 run now for the Spartans as they take their second lead of the third set. They originally went up 1-0, but then lost it. And now they lead by 2. No. Once again, they're going to claim there was tipped off a Spartan. Definitely a closer start of the third set. A lot closer to what we had in set number 1 with Nova keeping it very close with the Spartans.
Good read. Goodeye, good eye, good eye.
Of course, mentioning Good Eye, you know, of course, that's a song sometimes used for baseball. But I'd argue that Tampa's even more of a volleyball school than it is an incredible baseball school.
Exactly.
Because of our program, which is consistently one of the best in the nation. And plays like that prove it. 8-6, Spartan lead. And by the way, after a quieter first set, Rivera getting to work defensively, getting a lot of digs so far, already 9 on the day.
Nice tap over by Bernardez. A strategic play that fooled the Spartans defense. A late recovery by Stranger. She's still getting the ropes going through, but that was a very, very nice play by Bernardez.
Sometimes you just have to give a little tap, a little less power to get a point. And Nova back on the serve, trailing by 1.
Nice save by Rivera. Callie Kors goes up, deflects off the net, but not enough for the Sharks. They could not execute on that play, and Callie Kors with her 7th kill.
That is kill number 7. Always the live stats, sometimes hard to update. It's weird. We're just waiting to see whether it was already updated or not. And that time, it's a violation of Nova. Tampa up 10-7. But yeah,
I'm loving this cave, Taylor. It brings me back to high school. Well, my high school team, they always used to have a very, very eventful cave. I'm loving this Tampa Spartans sportsmanship. I'm loving the community coming together. I feel like this is the turning point coming from last year. Shout out to the media team as well, the Spartans Athletic Communication Department, bringing them together and bringing the diversity and bringing all the inclusive together. So it's just a shout out to see where all these fans coming now.
And shout out to everyone who's helped make this game possible, the rest of the sports department too, helping our Spartans team play and in front of a great crowd like this, especially the swim team. They've come out in numbers with a nice display and a lot of energy that has helped will their Spartans to a 2-0 set lead and 11-8 lead right here.
So Rivera is going to stay on. I think Coach Daniel Schock, I think Schock, he wants to make sure that we get this win. So he's going to have
and the reason
the libero,
well,
the captain, El Capitan, on the court.
And Rivera does so much for the Spartans. Even in a game where the Spartans are in good control, she's not going to rest because this is a big one. This is an important one, and that is another violation, 12-8. And by the way, looking at the numbers, 78 attacks for Nova, 61 for the Spartans.
But more
that
kills.
Is how clinical the Spartans have been.
Exactly.
They have had over 10 less attacks, but 6 more kills and 300% more. And but by 300, I mean 30% more in terms of getting hits leading to points. But Nova Southeastern takes timeout number 1. We'll be back right after this.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
And we're back at the Bob Martinez Center. This one's kept alive by Nova. Good misdirection. I thought Tampa recovered it. I think Rivera thought so too. And now, here's Nova once again.
Perez! My God! That is, I believe, her 9th kill. She's leading the Spartans in kills tonight and doing a great job.
What a night for Natalie Perez. And you know, Formula One driver Sergio Perez, he is going to want to emulate Natalie Perez's night here at COTA this weekend for the Formula One United States Grand Prix.
I got to start watching that.
Yeah.
I got to start watching Formula One.
It's a lot of fun. And, ooh, this one sails a little far, but they are going to say it went off a Nova player. Tampa point.
Wow. It's that home field advantage, Phil.
By the way, I think it's now 14-9 still. I think the scoreboard jumped the gun thinking it was a Nova point. So it's 14-9 now. Sometimes funny just kind of looking out to try to find the score.
Yeah.
And Core's on the serve.
Oh, wow, the ball just deflected. I don't even know where it went, but now it's still in play. But Natalie Perez finishes it off again.
Kill number 11, and Nova has taken their final timeout, 15-9, Spartans lead. They are close. Can they get there? We'll find out right after this.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division
The bob is loud. 10 points to victory overall for the Spartans. And if you told me entering tonight the Spartans would have a 2-0 set lead like this, I would probably say you're being very optimistic because we know how difficult Nova can be to beat. But tonight the Spartans have been near perfect. 16-9 on a point right there.
Well, Natalie Perez, otra vez, con el matador with the kill. Speaking a little Spanish there for the Spanish viewers.
Un poco español. A great player right there. Natalie Perez, part of the future of the Spartans, doing great in the present. And there we go. Great play there. And it's 17-9. 5-0 run. No more timeouts for Nova. And even though they are the Sharks, the Spartans smelling the blood in the water. They have an 8-point lead and 8 points to victory.
I think you said before the Sharks are fish in their own ocean or something like that.
Fish out of water.
Fish out of water.
This one kept alive.
Great save.
What a save by Seput. And that time it's a violation. And it's 18-9 Spartans. And I will say, Tabe Gerhardt, he's now at LSU. He was a great friend of us and did a lot of commentary with us the last couple years. His big rival team was Florida Southern, but for me, it's Nova Southeastern. So I always love it when the Spartans do well against the Sharks. And even though the Sharks are still alive, Tampa in a great position here with an 8-point lead. The 6-0 run did come to an end on that service error, though.
Well, the Spartans, as you can see, a great performance tonight. They were clearly the aggressors and they're playing chess while the Sharks are playing checkers.
And Tampa.
A great serve, kill by the Spartans. They lead by 9 now and within 6 points of closing this match.
And we've got so many students here at the Bob. We're back again tomorrow night at 4 p.m. We'd love to have even more tomorrow as the Spartans are going to take on Lynn. And, of course, then go to Pevin Stadium after for soccer. It'll also be on Tampa Spartans TV if you can't make it. But so far, what a night it has been for us and for everyone here at the Bob Martinez Center. Good there. Good job by Nova to keep it alive.
And it was just in off a deflection. So Stranger gets yet another kill.
Good placement there, right on the line, very close. Yeah. And Tampa 5 away, Rivera on the serve.
Like you previously mentioned, tomorrow, tune in, guys, 4 p.m., same people. Taylor and Brandon will be doing this again, 4 p.m. against, I believe, Lynn. And then at 7 p.m., we have the Spartans soccer team going up, and we'll have Fabrizio Mejia at the helm broadcasting that game. Yet another colleague of ours. So go tune in from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. for both volleyball and soccer tomorrow, October 22nd, here on TampaSpartans.tv.
A big weekend for Spartan sports indeed, Brandon. And so far, it's had a good start, as I think Nova just wants some clarification on that previous point.
turn my mic off? Okay. Thank you.
And we are back at the Bob Martinez Center. Claudia Rivera now back with the serve, 20-10. Kept alive by Perez.
Good save by Brooksbank. A good read by Natalie Perez, who just she didn't want to hit it because she knew it was going to go out, so she made the wise assessment to not hit it. Good play by Natalie Perez. Now the Spartans are within 4 points.
21-10. They can taste victory. The Sharks will need something special. Great job by the Spartans to set it back up. And they're 22-10. And another huge Spartan point.
It's a team. It's all about collaboration. As Zoe Zeppet has 17 assisted hits on the game. She's really trying to get more involved, and she's definitely been contributing on the defensive end.
Yep. Kept alive again. That time by Zeppet. Could have been her 11th dig.
Way to keep it alive, but the ball goes out, and now the Spartans lead by 11.
So Nova will get a point to stay alive here. Zeppet with 17 assists tonight. That brings her total on the year to 392. Leads the Spartans overall, and she has been a true creative maestro for the team.
Not to mention 11 digs tying Claudia Rivera in this match.
And now Nova working nice attack here, but return to sender by Perez. 23-11. And by the way, Perez alongside 13 kills, 2 digs, and now a third huge block. And 13 kills on 22 total attacks. An absolutely disgustingly good 545 hit percentage. That is what you call unguardable.
That's what you call unbeatable.
Both.
Way to keep it alive by Haley Dillon. Stranger on the play, taps it over. Brooksbank right there, trying to keep her team alive. And Stockman could not communicate with her teammates, not knowing if she wanted to hit it over or hit it back to the teammates because they were clearly not in sync.
They couldn't get it right there. And now a Spartan match point. It's been a while since the Spartans have swept the Sharks. Can they do it? A statement victory at home. 1 point away. It lands in. No, it's out. It is a sweep.
It is out.
25-11. 1, 2, 3. Down for the count. The Spartans have taken a homeward victory. A huge one tonight. 3-0 against one of their biggest Sunshine State Conference rivals. And they improve to 18-2 on the year. Nova Southeastern fall to 12-9, but there's still plenty of time for them to keep playoff hopes alive. But for now, Spartans victorious, the Sharks second best.
Wow, a great game that we just commentated, Taylor. It's always a blessing to be back at the helm. The Spartans complete this game in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Wow. It's one of the quickest games I've ever commentated. Usually it's around 2 hours, 3 hours, but Spartans, man, they continue to surprise us. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's Brandon Davis here.
Alongside Taylor Storthy, and I will say, for Chris Kadanak, I don't think there's anyone happier than him after a game like this to get revenge against the team who has gotten in the way from time to time. This is a statement victory for a team looking to go back-to-back. Thanks again, and join us next time. Taylor Storthy, Brandon Davis.